Are you wondering how to reduce closing costs when buying your dream home? If you're planning to purchase a home during the potential housing market recession that we're in, you may want to know how to reduce closing costs in order to get the best possible deal on your new home. A housing recession is when the housing market experiences 6 consecutive months of declining home sales. Is driven by factors like increasing costs for new home builds, coupled with negative economic activity like rising interest rates. By taking steps to reduce your closing costs, you could save some money and reduce the impact of a housing recession when buying a dream home. This is Nathan Clark with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty here in New England. In this video, I'll discuss 5 ways to lower closing costs if you're planning on buying a home during a housing recession. If you'd like more real estate advice like this, check us out at nathanclarkteam.com, and don't forget to like and subscribe below. Now let's get started. While some closing costs are outside of the lender's control, others may vary from lender to lender, such as application loan origination fees. On top of that, lenders may also have a partnership with a specific title or appraisal company, which might not necessarily be the best deal for you. For this reason, shopping around for the lender with the best rates is a good idea to help you save some money. Remember that you can always negotiate with one lender if you find a second one willing to offer you a better price for their services. In addition, keep in mind that it's worth pushing back on some of the lender's fees if you're not sure what they're for or you suspect the lender is nickel and diming you. Number 2, ask the seller to cover some closing costs. One option for reducing closing costs that we love to use here is ask the seller to pay some of your buyer's closing cost fees. And the seller can cover those. It's also possible to ask the seller if they're willing to lower the price of the home slightly to compensate for the closing costs. This strategy primarily works in a buyer's market, which we're entering right now, when home buyers have more leverage in a transaction. However, it may be worth asking regardless of the market because you never know if the seller is in a hurry to close the deal and get their home off the market. If they have a deadline to sell the house, they may be more willing to sweeten the deal by covering closing costs. Third strategy is close at the end of the month. Another strategy for lowering your closing costs is simply moving your closing date to the end of the month. This is because of the per diem that you pay that charges you per day the interest charged for the period of time between when the monthly payment begins. Decreasing the number of days your lender can charge per diem interest will naturally mean end up saving some money on the interest. The fourth thing is include the closing costs with your mortgage. If you don't have the upfront money to cover the closing costs, one option is to ask your lender to lump your closing costs in the rest of your mortgage. The catch is your lender will most likely raise your interest rate because your interest rate is calculated based on your principal loan amount. Adding your closing costs to your mortgage means you'll be paying a higher interest rate for the life of the loan. So ultimately, this plan will save you money in the short term, but you'll be paying more in the long term. For this reason, you should only do this if you absolutely need to. Number 5 is use financial assistance or discounts. 5 is use financial assistance or discounts. Lastly, there's a number of financial assistance options out there for home buyers. These programs are designed to make it easier for first-time and low-income home buyers to enter the housing market by covering closing fees, the down payments, or other costs. Be sure to ask your lender or realtor to see what options are available in your area. Another way to lower closing costs is to check if your lender offers any discounts or rebates. For example, if you have a credit card with the bank you're getting a loan from, they may offer a rebate on your home purchase or loan origination fees as part of the reward program. I know a lot of them also, if you do direct deposit, or not direct deposit, but directly withdraw the mortgage payment out of the account and you hold it at their bank, they give you a discount for that. So those are some ways to help save some money. And while you can't avoid closing costs entirely, there are steps you could take to reduce the amount of money you end up paying. This all starts with hiring the right realtor to help you buy a home. An experienced realtor can recommend the best lenders in the area and help you evaluate your options. So why should you work with me and the rest of the Nathan Clark team here? We have serviced New England and the area for the last 21 years and have necessary knowledge and experience to help you find the right lender and buy a home for the best possible price, regardless of the current housing market conditions. Call me today so we can find out what's most important to you and create a plan together. If you'd like more information on buying a home in a potential housing recession or to learn more about working with our team here in New England, feel free to call me at 401-288-3557 or visit nathanclarkteam.com. I'm Nathan Clark, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Thanks for watching.